Hello everyone and welcome back to Tommy Celtic Talk where we are looking for a manager and we have came very close. Now it's mad that we're saying that we've went from the treble to days later being managerless as Ange goes to Tottenham. Now the big difference between him and Brendan Rodgers with this situation is he didn't even think about this job until he got the Scottish Cup final over the line. So we have to give him his props for that. But it has still gotten the same go. We all bought into the system, didn't we? It was a breath of fresh air, Andrew's way of playing. Now, Brendan Rodgers looks like in the next few days, the next few hours even, it's going to be announced on Celtic Twitter, Daily Record, Sky Sports, that he is the new Celtic manager. Now, me, like I'm sure a lot of you, was livid because I remember him walking out when he said he would be there for 10. But as soon as Leicester came in, like it was just they offered it, didn't even think about it. He went. The argument was, no, was Leicester a bigger club than Celtic? Well, they're not even a Premier League club anymore. They're a Championship club, and guess who was the one to do that? It was fucking Brendan Rodgers, who were taken in now. But in all seriousness, he did get top 5 with Leicester, and he did get the Scottish Cup win. Now I know that him leaving when he did, it can't be forgiven. But the managers that were available at the time, I would have took Lenny back, but I don't know if his style would have suited the players we have now. I don't think they will with Brendan Rodgers either. I think we're going to have to try and switch back in that 4-2-3-1 method. The assistant manager development coach, that the boy from Man City, I didn't like him because he fucking had the same wee beard as Pep and the same fucking like bald head, and he stands the same way as him as well. See if you look them up. It's like fucking be your own person, you gimp. So I wouldn't like him. And chatting about Scott Brown, but Scott Brown's doing his thing in Fleetwood at the minute. Give him a chance to get into the whole management thing before you fuck him into the Celtic job. So unless he'd come back maybe as an assistant coach of Brendan Rodgers, you give him his time to learn his trade. So we look back at actually Brendan Rodgers' career at Celtic, and it's not. I know you'll say double treble, you'll say he won the League Cup. Ryan Christie scoring that goal against Aberdeen, and yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? 7 trophies out of 7, and he left before winning the other 2. But what state was Rangers in? The state was they were the equivalent to, I'd say, a Hearts or maybe a Hibs back then. We were still essentially playing with no rivals. We were unmatched. Now, Ange didn't have that. He came in off the back of the 10 in a row fuck up, and Rangers were fucking undefeated fucking champions. And he came in and he fucking managed to scramble a team out of nowhere that could not only challenge Rangers but beat them. And it was a long time since I think we played them like 6-7 times and we didn't even get a win against the bastards. But he did that. He was playing against Europa League finalists Rangers. Brendan Rodgers was playing against just out of the Championship Rangers. There's a big difference. And if you get the tinted glasses off, you'll know that. You'll know that Rangers team wasn't a fucking patch on the Rangers team now. And we can say about money, but I think he was running scared of Gerrard in that time. He was running scared because it wasn't just going there. There weren't these 5-1, 5-0 wins anymore against them. They were losing the old one. Gerrard, it looked like he had a head on his shoulders, and Brendan Rodgers didn't like that. He seen Scotland as an easy ticket for him. He wanted to get out before he got found out, is my opinion. And he's back here now. Well, that's almost confirmed. I think what needs to happen is he needs to give it his heart and soul, because we know Brendan, we're like, if we're not being petty, Brendan Rodgers, he's a good manager. But you'd be quite naive to think he's going to know this team now. What he needs to do is try and maintain the best he can throughout the summer. And I see Moussa Dembele's a free agent. I would love to see him back. If he could maybe do a phone call or two there. But no, he needs to think about maintaining this squad. And if there is a few departures, have targets just set there ready to go. He's saying about Europe. Now, I don't think he did well in Europe at all with us. I think the last 32 of the Europa League, that would be fine if he said, we can do a lot better than that. It was the way he did it. It was him saying last 32 is basically our limit. He's took Celtic as far as they can go Europe-wise and domestically. It's like, if Rangers can get to the final of a Europa League, the fuck do you mean last 32 is our limit? Is it? Fuck. No, and he says no money wasn't spent on him. 9 million on Edouard. Do you think Ronnie Dyla, if he came out marching into the office, says, I want Edouard? Oh, who's he? PSG reserve. Right? How much you looking? 9 million. Say, fuck off, Ronnie. Downstairs, will you? Okay, fucking Fan Keen, Motherwell scored a few goals. You'll get him. And that's that. You know what I mean? So he is trying to he sort of changes it up. So he does when he's chatting about it. Says like, oh no, I had chains around my neck trying to get a squad. Brenton, you're not in the Premier League, mate. You can't be spending about 40 million on a fucking mid-average to alright player. That's not how it works. So 30 to 40 million is not our sort of spending. Now 9 million was busting the bank, and they did it for you. They didn't even do that for Ange. Ange didn't fucking get any players that were of that kind of pricing. 6.5 million and 6 million. That was the biggest spends he done. So 4.5 million for Cham, 4.5 million for Scott Sinclair. It's not like we're spending fuck all on him. It'll probably be announced here in the next few days, so I'll have an update on that. But that's my opinions on it. Not very good, not very overwhelmed by it. But I don't think I'd be happy with anyone to replace Ange. It's a hard act to follow, isn't it? So I guess we'll just have to fucking bite our tongue and fucking see how he gets on. If he does well, we'll get behind him. But just get prepared if Swansea or Fulham job becomes available. We have to remember he'll be off like a shot. And let's just hope his great character is a bit better than fucking last time, because his character was pish poor last time.